Hello, my name is Don, and today I have the next update for AutoMiner ready and out for everybody. So, if you're new here, you're going to want to watch the entire video. I'm going to go over all of the features, how to download it, where to download it, how to install it, how everything works, all that good stuff. If you have been using this add-on for a while and you just want to know what's new, you can click here. Go to this time. That'll also be in the description. You can skip all the boring stuff. And today, I do have a lot. We have a brand new feature to the auto pump that lets you filter by category of block type. More on that later. We have a lot of stability patches to the AutoMiner itself. A lot of things have been fixed, like it bugging out below Y level 0 because of the updates. There's been a few patches on the website that a lot of people don't really know about, probably because I did not update PDL or make this video, of course, until this update 1.4. So, what is actually new? What is going on in this patch? I have fixed the AutoMiner's vertical pathfinding so they can actually descend down again properly. I fixed blocks not teleporting to pumps when unloaded. Changed the torch placement so now it goes directly behind the AutoMiner instead of off to the side, which was more visually convenient but seemed to very inconsistently actually successfully place stuff. I removed the Holliday skin because it is no longer the Holidays. I removed the iron block interaction swap. Now, what does that mean? In the old version, you could downgrade your AutoMiner for some reason, which basically allowed you to do an infinite loop and get, I don't remember if it was infinite gold or iron. Thanks to this guy for pointing it out because I didn't notice it first, but that's another thing that's fixed now. So, with all the changes out of the way, let's talk about how to actually use this add-on. So here we have the default AutoMiner. You can just place it down like you would any block, and it has some built-in controls. If you crouch and interact with it, we can change the rotation. If you just stand and punch it, we can pick it back up. And now you'll notice when we get close to the AutoMiner, you can see a sort of UI at the bottom of the screen indicating torch, hopper, and clock. These are all of the equipable items that can give the AutoMiner some special abilities. So starting with the metal blocks, gold is just going to increase its speed, diamond so much so forth, and netherite at the max speed. Clocks turn the AutoMiner into a ticking entity, which functions similar to the player, so it allows it to have the ability to load the world around it on its own, so it can go off forever and ever and ever. Next, we have the hopper. This is going to enable its teleportation abilities, so it'll pick up all the blocks around it and start sending it to these pumps. Depending on which filter you have, it's going to send that group of blocks, and again, I'll go into a little bit more detail on that after. Lastly, we have torches. So if you equip it with as many torches as you want, it will place them behind it as it moves. Now, it will only place it if it actually has the torches in its inventory, so if you just give it one, it's only going to place one. Okay, so we have all of our items. Let's go over how this actually moves. So we'll put it down. Shift interact to turn it, and then default interact while standing to turn it on. You'll see it goes at a not a very fast pace, and that was by choice. It is so overpowered, but we can fix that by giving it some better blocks. So we give it some gold, the drill bit will change, and you can see it's going quite a bit faster now. We'll give it some diamond. We'll give it some diamond, and you can see again, going quite a bit faster. And lastly, we can give it some netherite, which is its top speed, and that's just going to send this guy flying away. And as you probably saw there, we can swap the actual equipped block. So if you decide you want to swap out the diamond drill bit for a netherite, you will get your diamond block back. Alright, so let's go over the other items. Just like the blocks, all you have to do is interact with it, and it's going to take the item from you and add it into the machine's inventory. Now that I've given it the clock, it's going to be able to tick on its own. We'll also give it a hopper so it can transport all of our items, and then we'll go ahead and give it some torches. Now you can see only the first two will go up by 1. Torches will go up as much as you want. You can just funnel these in there. And like I said before, all we have to do is normal interact, and it'll start breaking blocks. Okay, so I set a few of the machines off on their own so I could show you how the pumps work. As you can see, all of the blocks are being transported over to the relevant category. We have the default that's going to, when set up alone, take all possible blocks inputted. But when we start adding the other category filters, this becomes sort of like a junk pump, basically, you can think of. So anything that won't be categorized to these will come here. So we have a stone filter that's going to get you every type of stone block. You can also just simply interact with the auto pump with any stone block and it will become that type. So now there is no way to de-equip it, but you can swap them out, but you will not get the block back. Not at this time. I will maybe patch that in later. Going over the rest, we have the deep stone filter, which is going to get all your black stone, deep slate, tough, all of that stuff. We have the clay filter, which gets clay and terracotta, so you can use any of those to interact with it and set that pump filter. We have a dirt filter that's getting your 3 types of dirt. We have a gravity block filter that gets gravel and sand. We have a sandstone filter that of course gets you every type of sandstone. Log filter, if you're setting one up on the surface, it'll bring your logs right here. If you have a friend in the nether, you can load that at the same time and it will bring all of the nether blocks here. And lastly, the riches filter. So that's going to get all of your ore types and any other common goodies. Like there, we just got some diamonds. Awesome. But now the pump does not just transport blocks to itself. It can also transport the auto miners back to itself. If we shift and interact with any auto pump, it will recall all the auto miners in the map to this location. Now, this is not so much meant to be used casually, but if you accidentally set up too much and it causes performance issues, this is a really quick, easy way to get them all back. But now keep in mind, this will happen if you interact with any pump on the map. Any player can do this, so just keep that in mind. You don't want anybody accidentally sucking up your auto miner when it's on a deep expedition. But you can see here, if I just walk up to this one, that recalled our auto miner there. If I go over to this one, it's going to recall them there, and you see how that works. And lastly, of course, you can just punch it to pick it back up, just like the auto miner itself. And that's pretty much how everything works. Quickly, we can go over the crafting recipes. If you want to make an auto miner, you're going to need 2 diamonds, a stone cutter, 2 iron blocks, 2 redstone blocks, a minecart, and a lever. If you want a dyed auto miner, all you have to do is craft it with that relevant type of dye. Or if you want the special rainbow auto miner, you just have to craft it with any combination of these dyes. It doesn't have to be in this order. It just has to be these colors. And lastly, we have the auto pump, which requires 6 diamonds, 1 iron block, 1 hopper, and 1 redstone block. If you have any suggestions, bugs to report, or just general ideas, you can leave them on our website in the comments below, or you can hop into our Discord we have polls once a month voting on what features we're going to add into the add-ons next and what add-ons we're going to work on in the future. Okay, so now let's go over how to install and get the add-on. You're going to want to go to voxellabstudios.com, head over to downloads, and right at the top, you will see Auto Miner pinned. We can click on that. And right at the top here, we have a big download button. This is going to by default download the MC pack, or you can click here to download the MC pack, or you can click here to download the zip. There's also a written explanation and guide of all of the features in the add-on if you get confused or this video wasn't quite good enough for you. But at the bottom, where I think some people have been getting confused, is another download section. So again, at the top here, I have the MC, and the zip of the most relevant and recent pack. And under legacy downloads here, these are the past versions of the add-on. So 1.3 was a couple of months ago now. 1.2.16 was back in 1.17, so it does not work in the recent versions. And the beta is just garbage. We were controlling everything with items still, so yeah, it's just there for learning purposes. Don't download these unless you know what you're doing or getting into, because they will not work. Only 1.4 works as of now, or anything above that if there's more updates and patches. So if you are on PC, you're just going to simply download the MC pack by clicking here. It's going to open a quick redirect to GitHub and then just automatically slap that in your downloads folder. We can click on that from Chrome, or you can go to your downloads folder if it doesn't show up here for you. And we're just going to double click it and it's going to open in Minecraft. For me, I already have it installed as the creator, so of course it's going to fail to import. You will have a different screen. Now what do we do next? Okay, we're going to create a new world. Now you can set it to survival or creative, whatever you're planning, whatever you're vibing with. But the important part is we're going to hop down into resource packs here, click over on available, and you should see Auto Miner with the nice orange background. We're going to click activate on the side, and that's all you need to do. It will be active. Now most packs would require you to go and enable both. I have it written so if you enable one, it automatically enables the other. After that, we can just hit create world and you'll have yourself an Auto Miner. So after you've done that, when you first get into your world, you can hit T or whatever your chat button is to get a confirmation of download. Thank you for downloading AutoMiner Lotus version 0.5.4, AutoMiner version 1.4.0. So this can confirm your installation and that you're on the right version. This add-on is exclusively available on MCPDL and voxellabstudios.com. Any other website I do not have any affiliation with, and I would advise not downloading from. If you find any other downloads on any other websites that is not MCPDL or voxellabstudios.com, I am not affiliated with that, and I cannot confirm its safety. I would 100% not advise following any MediaFire links or other sketchy download sites, AdFly, or anything, because none of my add-ons will ever be put through any of these. They will never be downloadable on MediaFire. They will never be on Google Drive. They will never be through AdFly or any other weird, crazy advert. The most we do is have little banner ads on our website, and I honestly even feel bad about doing that. But if you want to support the community and the channel, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like this video. But if you could at least just download the add-on off of the actual website, we get like 0.07 cents per person that visits. So that is how you can support our community. Thank you, and keep future add-ons coming to you. But anyways, now I'm gonna go crawl back into my cave. I recently ordered the banjo, and that's kind of a priority right now. I'll see y'all later.